when you see a character, how do you decide what the voice pitch and the voice? How do you decide that?
I mean, so when I was initially given the role of Juggernaut, I had like a brief character description, and I had like a preliminary sketch of the character that I saw, and she, like me, is a very small person with a very fiery personality. So I'm like, okay, she shouldn't sound too far from me, but she shouldn't sound exactly like me in her cadence and everything. But I guess I just gave her a bit more spitfire in her delivery than I regularly speak. Yeah.
So, what was it like to transition from being a pop star to voice talent? What is that all about?
I mean, it's super fun. Every day I wake up grateful for the life I live because, sorry, asthma, woo! But, like you said, doing what I love and getting paid for it is great, but overall just doing what I love is the thing that just makes me so happy and just so grateful to be in the position that I'm in.
How did you get started? You start like singing in the shower and say, hey, I can sing. How did that start?
Well, sorry, excuse me, my asthma is acting up. Do you have water? So sorry.
That's okay. It's kind of dusty in here.
A little dusty.
Yeah, I need some water. I need some water.
My lungs are horrible.
Oh. You got to take care of your lungs here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Woo. Wow.
Irony of being a singer and a voice actress and then having this going on.
Yeah.
Asthma. Ooh, my worst enemy. How did I get started?
Yeah, how did you get started? Yeah.
I mean, I started as a dancer before I started as a singer.
Really?
Like, my mother enrolled me in ballet classes when I was like 2 years old. And then middle school came around and I joined the school choir.
Oh, there you go.
And then high school happened. I did the musical theater program along with show choir. And then that led to me being a musical theater major in college.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, everything's just kind of intertwined and connected.
What's the toughest part of your job? What's the most challenging part of your job?
Man. I mean, now's a good example, but I guess keeping your health up. Whenever you're required to have a job that makes you use your voice and use your body. Me, in my case, I've had asthma since I was born, and sometimes it likes to act up, sometimes it doesn't. But but I'm fine, honestly speaking. But sometimes my lungs hate me, despite my job needing me to use my lungs. But yeah, just keeping up your health, I think, is really important in this field.
What's the most fun part? What do you really love to do?
I think it's just being able to express myself in a way that I guess I wouldn't traditionally do so. Because I mean, typically, people write their thoughts, or people maybe create art and everything. But in this sense, I'm creating art with my voice, with my body, and through voice acting itself alone, I get to tell a story of a character who's not me, but like through my own eyes, I guess, how I perceive the character. So yeah.
So Ghosts of Ruin, what do you like about it? What's
I think it's just super cool. I've always been a huge fan of dystopian things, and so when I heard the overall story of Ghosts of Ruin, I was immediately intrigued, especially with the aspect of the neural reality thing, because right now we live in such a technology-forward society. We have virtual reality, we have AI, things like that, and dare I say, we're probably not that far off from getting a neural reality kind of game itself, so this could be a cautionary tale of sorts.
So, do you practice a lot when you see a character? Do you go over and over it again, like, try different voice styles and different voice things?
I mean, in preparation for doing the actual reading in the booth, I had the script and I spent a few days going over it, just really analyzing the scenes that I was reading for and being like, okay, I know how Alexa would react, but how would Juggernaut react? Like, how would she approach this situation, this conversation? So, you definitely can't go into the booth unprepared. But at the same time, you need to be ready in case, a line wants to be changed. You need to be able to be spontaneous and on your feet. But, preparation definitely goes into things.
Preparation, yeah. Well, so you've been voice talenting and singing for a while. What surprised you about being in this business? What was the big surprise? I didn't know it was going to be this.
Well, I mean, I've been in the entertainment field since 2018, I think.
Okay.
Because I made my debut as an artist officially in 2019. But now approaching the voice acting side of the entertainment industry, I mean, not that I was expecting people to just be soulless and rude, but
Right.
everyone is so nice and genuine on the side of things. Like, it genuinely feels like a family. Like, granted, I've met, the showrunners and producers and everything via Zoom and Skype and whatnot, but actually meeting everyone in person at Comic-Con, everyone just feels so warm and welcome. It's just a very positive environment to be in.
Now, did you audition for this role, or how did that work?
Oh yeah, this role didn't just fall out of the sky for me. Even though we are very well like each other, me and Juggernaut, we're very similar, but there was an audition process.
Yeah.
I had to be selected for a callback too. It wasn't just a one and done immediate thing. But I'm just very fortunate, very grateful and blessed that everything lined up the way it did, and that I now get to fill Juggernaut's shoes.
A lot of actors have a love-hate relationship with auditions. Is that? Do you fall in that category?
I personally love auditions because I see auditions as like a challenge,
Yeah.
and I'm someone that loves to take on different challenges. So I get a new script or I get a new premise for a new character, a new series. I'm like, all right, bring it on. Let's give it a go.
Do you like sci-fi, comedy? What do you like to be in?
I personally, I'm a huge sci-fi fan, but I more so than anything am a huge horror fan. I love horror.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anne Rice, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I grew up watching a lot of horror movies with my dad. Like, I love gore specifically. The more blood, the better.
Really, gore,
Oh,
huh?
yes. Oh, yes. Slasher films is my favorite.
So how long does it typically take for you to do a show? I mean, for you to do an episode?
I mean, when we were recording, not to get into too much detail, but we were in the booth for a few hours.
Yeah.
A handful of hours, really, because we were doing multiple episodes,
Yeah.
I know some shows work episode by episode, but in our case, I think we had said on the panel, we're kind of in a rush timeline, so we tried to knock out as much as we could while we could, time being of the essence. But yeah, we were in the booth for a couple of hours recording multiple episodes. So, yeah.
So voice talent, you don't have to dress up or make up nothing. You just show up, right?
Yeah, I fortunately could just go to the booth right after rolling out of bed, put my hair up in a ponytail, no
That's
makeup,
gotta
just
be
call it good.
wonderful.
It was comfortable, very comfortable, very different from my current job as a K-pop idol. Very different, very different. Yeah.
How did you like being K-pop idol? What was that all about?
Oh
What
my
was that
goodness,
like?
it's so fun because I first discovered the genre back in 2008, way back, almost a decade, more than a decade ago. Oh my God, I can't do math. Wow, more than a decade ago. But I myself, being of Korean heritage, it was something I was able to connect to in the media.
Yeah.
Granted, it wasn't necessarily American media, but now, thanks to K-pop and many other things around the world globally, I feel like you're seeing a lot more Asian talent in mainstream media, and I just really hope that through me as an idol and now even me as a voice actress, that opens doors for other young Asian Americans in the industry.
Now, do you ever consider doing films? I mean, live action films? Do you want to do that?
I would love to eventually venture into live action film if given the opportunity.
And you would what? Do horror?
Ideally, if I was wanted for a horror movie, I would love to do a horror movie. Yes.
Well, can you say hi to some people I know? Yumi and Junie. Yeah. Say hi.
Yumi and Junie. Okay.
Say hi to Yumi and Junie.
Hi, Yumi and Junie. It's Alexa.
That's all I have. Thank you very much.
Not at all. Thank
Very
you so
delightful
much.
to talk to you.
Thank